Welcome back guys, we are back in with another video, and this time we're going to be going over the best mini-games for a cross-plugin server. So that's going to be one using Geyser, and obviously I do recommend using Floodgate as well, meaning that you can create a super professional looking server for both Bedrock and Java to play together. This of course includes awesome lobbies, good API so both Bedrock and Java know exactly what's going on, and I'm going to be ranking these by playability, compatibility with both Bedrock and Java to work at the same time, and of course if it works well for servers, because of course you want this to work well with a multiplayer server and to be compatible with other plugins. And before we get into this, I just want to say how extremely close I am to 500 subs at the moment, which is really awesome and I really appreciate it. I can't even believe that I've got to that sort of number, especially when my stats are looking this crazy for the unsubscribed to subscribed count. So guys, if you could hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, it's super appreciated. So let's get into it first with Village Defense. Now, Village Defense is an awesome plugin. It goes all the way up to 1.17, so it is updated and it does stay up to date. Now, the people who create this are awesome developers, and they create a number of the other plugins that we're going to be showing as well in this video. They've got great tutorials, they work really well for crossplay servers, or just normal Java servers as well. And if you want to be running a really professional looking server, I really recommend the ones that you're going to be watching in this video. Not only do they work well, but the level of detail in it is really good. So let's go into a bit more of the details. And of course, for any links, if you go down to the description, I'm going to leave my main website there. Follow that link to the helpful links section, and you're going to find everything, all the minigames and all stuff like that. I decided to leave it all on one page just because otherwise I keep leaving links or I might forget a link in the description, so you're going to be able to find all of them there. That's including all other stuff like the MCC tool chest, download link, and you know, lots of useful Minecraft stuff. So I do suggest checking it out. Also got lots of tutorials on there, a forum and stuff like that. So yeah, do check that out as well. Let's start first with some of the things that you are able to do in here. Like you saw there, you do get game signs and they take you to different places. Obviously yours is going to look a little bit better than this, however I've just make a quick makeshift one just so I can show you what happens. So here we've got the lobby, which you can set, and we'll go through some of the setup in a second, and then you have to set some other areas like your ending area, where the villagers are going to spawn from, and of course where the zombies are going to spawn from. Now this does work great for Bedrock, which we'll be showing shortly as well, and it does come up with the same API, which is great. So you still get the same on-screen information, how many players there are. You can add stuff to the bottom and configure it, so instead of www.plugily.xyz you can add your website. You can even call it a different name. You get these awesome kits that you can select and also choose to end the game and other options. Now as you can see, we got all of our villagers spawning. They do spawn in the house. These are programmable. You have to select the doors here so the zombies know where to come. One thing that I haven't actually set up but you can do is you can select and you can set up a shop on here so you can actually buy them from points that you get from killing the zombies. So the more zombies that you kill, the more points you can get, and then you can go ahead and buy the weapons that you preset here. As you can see, we have level 1, and as you can see there, we have a zombie. Now who's going to try and kill the villagers? And you can see that we have a number count of the villagers left, zombies left, players, and any other information along the top as well, which you can also configure. This goes in waves, and of course you do have spectator mode as well, which is pretty cool for Bedrock. And also you can see that I've got orbs. These orbs are what you can now use to then buy stuff from the shop. The waves do get bigger, you do get more zombies, and you can set many more than 2 zombie spawn areas and also village areas too. One of the great things about this plugin is that you can actually play single player, which is not usually available on servers. Usually it's all multiplayer and you have to get at least 2 people, whereas this one you can actually go ahead and play yourself. Now let's join on with Bedrock to of course make sure that it all works, and one thing I've got to say, this is really great and compatible for other plugins as well, really popular ones like Essentials. Even Multiverse works really good, so you can actually have one server with multiple worlds with multiple minigames, which is really cool, especially if you start downloading custom maps or creating them yourself. So as you can see, this ticks a lot of the boxes already. Playability, compatibility is working pretty good. Now let's go start a game over here and just make sure that everything works like it does in Java. So let's hit this. As you can see, straight away we're getting the player count, minimum players, we're getting the other information, and we're also getting the other cool stuff like kits. So I can go ahead and choose the ones that I have unlocked. Unfortunately, these do unlock as well at different levels, so I can't actually get them yet as a player, whereas I can get this. So if I click the teleporter there, you see I've chose zombie teleporter. You can also choose to end the game or return to lobby. As you can see, just like in Java, this is exactly the same. It works the same with the orbs, the same with the levels. We managed to get our kit, which is a zombie teleporter, which I've never actually used before, and the game works exactly the same, and it works very well together as well. As you can see, I'm experiencing pretty much no lag at all here. So that's going to be a huge thumbs up from me. Now the great thing is that you can make multiple arenas on one world. I already have that other arena, and if I create another one, we've created another instance. By typing in VD and then the arena name /edit, pressing enter, you can then use their extremely easy to use GUI here. It's simply a case of setting end-in location, setting the lobby location, and you do this just by standing somewhere and then clicking this button. That's it. It will then say complete. So if I click that, you'll see that I've now got a tick right there. If I go back to edit, you're going to see that it's now completed. Once you've done all that, it's just register arena, and that is absolutely it. You can then go ahead and play that, and you can create as many arenas as you want in your world. So next up we have Murder Mystery, another one created by the Pluggy developers. Now again, a very awesome plugin, and it has been developed extremely well. Much like the same one, you got a very easy setup, GUI that everybody can read easily and you can also configure, and lots of little other fun add-ons that they add within, such as, you know, point system, stuff that you can buy, and other little perks within the game. So let's get started with how easy it is to set up. And I just want to mention how cool it is that they also provide free maps. Now to download these, you do have to join their Discord. That's primarily how they're adding most of their downloadable material. Much like a Villager Defense, it's very simple to start up. You can very quickly create an arena, and you can have multiple arenas on a world, and then you can just as easily edit them. You can do this by setting the ending location, lobby location, starting location, minimum, maximum players, adding the game signs to actually join, changing the name, adding gold spawners, and I'll show you exactly how easy it is to set up. So if we do the arena name edit, I'm going to be setting my ending location as here. So just by clicking that, I've now set the ending location for where the player goes once he's finished. If I do the same right here, this is going to be the starting location. However, we are going to need to pick multiple ones because it needs a minimum of 4. As you can see there, we have a little countdown every time that we do it, telling us exactly how many more that we need to do. So I've got 3 out of 4. Let's just complete that, put 1 more here, and we've completed that task. You can set stuff like gold spawners, and it doesn't have to be gold, but just stand on top of the block that you want it to spawn at, go over and click this button right here, and then you can set 4 of these guys. What these will do is these will now start to spawn gold, which they can use on the little added extras. Some of the added perks that you can do by collecting the gold that does appear here is then use it to buy stuff from the mystery cauldron. Now to make a mystery cauldron, you simply have to put one down, go down to edit your arena, and then point towards your cauldron, and it will set it up. It'll also give you this really cool display here. And you can set up multiple cauldrons as well, simply by repeating the same process. Last but not least, we have the enchantment table with a lever. Now the lever has to be within 3 blocks of this enchantment table, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing the same command to edit it, and we're going to be selecting the add confessional. Now what this will basically do is it will give you a good or bad thing that happens once you do hit that lever in game. Once you do it correctly, you're going to get a little message on the top right there, and also a completed. As I said, this will now give you a good or bad gift in game. So now that we set that up, let's actually make sure that it all works nicely with Bedrock and Java together. Now what we can see here is my Java account on the right hand side and my Bedrock account on the left hand side. We are both logged in. Now I do apologise about the lag. My recording equipment is okay, but it's not absolutely brilliant, so playing 2 at the same time isn't going to be too fantastic. Either way, playability on my side is very good. I'm not actually lagging whatsoever actually in game. Obviously the recording is going to be a little bit different. However, in game is pretty good so far. I'm not running this on a majorly big server. I think it's about 4 or 6 gigabyte RAM. I probably will need to check that, but either way it's running very well for Bedrock. So as you can see, I'm going to get all of my API stuff telling me that I need more players and all the other stuff like the minimum player count and anything else that you can configure. And now once I've joined, I'm also able to see the same stuff, and we can see we're starting in a certain amount of seconds. We also have the same options to start the game right here, or as an admin I can also set the chances as well. So as mentioned before, the points that you have set will now start to spawn in gold, which you can just run around and collect as a player. And you can see there that Bedrock can also pick it up very easily just by running up to it. And again, I do apologise about what the recording will look like on screen. And what we can also do there is click on this and it will give us a potion and it will take some gold. The potions will give us different effects. This is a mystery potion, so if I drink it right here, I'm going to get 20 seconds of jump boost. Another thing that you can do as well is collect all your gold up and then go down to the mystery cauldron, which is pretty fun. Obviously, as you can tell as well, I've been given the bow and the arrow, whereas the bedrock player is the murderer, so he's actually got the sword. Now if we come over here with our gold and we turn the lever, not sure if we have enough gold, maybe I've done something wrong. Give a gift, collect. Oh, there we go. Finally, you feel blessed. Developer is proud of you. He rewarded you with 5 gold ingots. Perfect. So we got more gold ingots out of that. So as you can see, playability is pretty good. Compatibility is pretty good as I'm still playing. Obviously, I know it looks bad on screen, but actually playability, I'm actually able to run away and perform everything pretty well. I haven't got any lag. I'm picking up the gold nicely. And Bedrock is also able to use the features here, which I thought was pretty cool. And last but not least, we are going to be checking out Build Battle, another plugin, and again, another really awesome one. Now, this one I've left till last, best till last, because this really has got so much in it. From floor changing, if you add the NPC plugin, you can even have an NPC that stands there, which changes the floor for you. You can still do that anyway, and it works with both Bedrock and Java. It's got timers, it's got voting systems, it's pretty much got anything that you might expect out of a Build Battle plugin, and again, all for absolutely free. And this is just one of the 2 maps that you get for absolutely free off of them too. Included with that comes a super awesome looking lobby, and setting up the minigame is super easy, just like the last ones. It's a simple case of standing in certain areas, selecting certain areas, and changing the configuration for how you want it. You also get some other really cool features like setting the game type, so you can either choose solo, you can choose team, so it's 2 players per plot, or you can choose guess the build. So now again on my right I've got the Java edition, and on my left I've got the Bedrock edition here. As you can see, lag is looking pretty minimal to nothing at the moment. Everything seems to be working alright. Now let's just make sure that all is working well. So I'm just going to go ahead and click the game sign here. And as you can see, I've been put into the lobby where I've got to wait for more players, and everything seems to be working pretty well. Now let's sign in with the Java account. We should see, there we go, so we've got our countdown now. Again, we can leave the lobby if we want to, or we can start the game if we have admin powers over here. You can even go ahead and choose a theme, which I didn't realise. That's pretty cool. Let's go for pumpkin on this side. And let's go for pumpkin on this side too. Let's go for 2 votes on pumpkin. So as you can see, we are both fully in the build battle here. I can fly around, I'm in creative. And as you can see, I can't break anything but the actual floor and stuff that I'm actually supposed to break. As you can see there, I'm able to break just the top layer, obviously, because you can change the floors on this. One thing that I do want to add is if you add the citizens plugin, you can get a really cool working NPC shop that changes the floor for you. Unfortunately, I did not add citizens. However, now I'm on the Bedrock account just to make sure that it all works the same. You still have your options menu here, which you can actually select. You can get player heads, change the plot weather, change the plot time, choose some particles, and lots of other really cool things. In fact, you can even change the floor from right here. As you can see, we got loads of really cool options, and you can go ahead and basically build a load of really cool stuff on your really cool Minecraft server. You can get little warnings as well coming up and telling you when you've only got a minute left, and everything on the right hand side is configurable, so all the information that you see there. Protection also works for the Bedrock, meaning they can't break out of the arena, and at the end you get a really cool sequence where you go and you can actually vote, just like on the big servers. Well, this isn't looking too good. I'm going to have to go for poop. Oh, of course I can't vote for my own plot. Voting system works really good. Obviously I can still vote on Bedrock and I can still fly around and check everything. I'm not able to break blocks, of course. And then once we're done, we get these really cool firework effects for, of course, the winner. And then finish it off by taking us back to the lobby. I've got to say that is one of my favourite ones there because it's just so well built. Everything has been done properly, and this is an absolutely free plugin that you can just put into your plugin folders and just run straight away. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. This has been a fun one. If you want any more videos like this or potentially any more plugins that would be good for crossplay servers, let me know in the comments and I'll make a video about it. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.